blazing his own over the bar. But, and this is Jesus Navas, see the tension on his face. I mean, it doesn't match the quality of the others, but he got the job done.
He got the job done.
That's the most important thing.
One thing about these guys, especially the Spaniards, the way they play these penalties, they were calm, and they just converted it, in a cool way. But the Italians, for me, is like, they had a plan, going into playing that penalties. If you look at about 3 of those penalties they were taking, they just played it to the right side, of which Iker Casillas had no, he doesn't even know.
You think it was part of their game plan to stretch?
I think that's because it's like Iker Casillas was a little bit weak, to the right side, so he was unable to go for the balls at the right side, and they converted 3 of their penalties to that side. And also, if you look at Del Bosque yesterday, he was unable to watch those penalties.
At some point, he had to go and sit down.
He just sat down.
His legs were wobbling.
If you look at it, even the weather itself, was affecting the players, everybody on the pitch. The heat was very, very, very tough, and at the end of the day, though they got the job done, but it was in a very, very, very hard way.
Finally, before we leave that, I think it's unfair for us to always think that Spain have an edge over Italy, because the last 3 times they met, apart from that's what I'm saying, because most of us expected to see a one-sided affair. The matches that I've seen, apart from the 2012 final, the matches that I've seen, starting from USA 94, between Spain and Italy, have always been very, very difficult.
And if you look at it head-to-head, the match they played yesterday was the 32nd match they played. And if you look at it, the Italians, they had 10 victories over the Spaniards. Spain, they just have 9. And yesterday, victory that they had over the Italians was their 10th. So all in their is
even in Euro 2012, the first match that they played was a draw.
Was a draw.
The Italians were almost winning.
They were almost winning, and the Spaniards, they just came back into that game, equalizing the goal, that was scored in that match. But all in all, both teams, I think it's going to be a kind of this rivalry will continue for a long time.
Exactly. Okay. The Italians and the Spaniards put up a display that will linger on in our memories, stay on our minds for a long time to come. Playing, giving us what the world wanted to see, the tiki-taka against the Catenaccio. But it was a good display on the night. Well, let's look at how it's going to look, the third place and the final. Third place, well, South American champions will take on European runner-up. That's Uruguay will take on Italy. That will be the top place. And the final, the much anticipated final. In fact, in that semi-final, the Brazilian fans were booing the Spaniards. Which shows you they didn't want to play the Spaniards.
Exactly.
But now, contrary to their expectations, they will have to square off against the world and European champions. But then again, Brazil just can't count them out.
No, you can't count them out, because if you look at it, they are home. They have that home advantage, and also the Bosque.
Luis Felipe Scolari.
I'm talking about the Spain coach right now. He's saying that Brazil have an edge over them in the final because they are at home, and ever since they played against Nigeria, the Bosque said that the weather, the heat, is not favoring them, is not giving them that chance, that opportunity for them to play their game. So I think the Brazilians, they've settled. This is their home. They are going to be in Maracana, whereby they know how to play.
They are used to everything.
They are used to everything. The tiki-taka, that is being saying that the Spaniards are playing right now.
The Brazilians actually invented
it. So I think the Brazilians will find a way of playing and winning the Spaniards come on that day. But it's going to be a very, very tough match on that day. But I'm still going to tilt towards the Brazilians because they have the edge, and they are home right now. They have that home advantage. And if you look at the heat, is favoring them, but it's not favoring
I don't know if home advantage counts for much at this stage in football. But of course, the Spaniards have a way of deflecting attention and make you feel that they are not what they are. And of course, they get to the field and they do what they have to do. All right, let's leave the FIFA Confederations Cup. Let's step down a little and talk about another FIFA competition. That's the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Nigeria is still marching on, firing strong. And let's take you to what happened yesterday. Nigeria took on South Korea. It was a 1-0 victory, but it was enough to take us to the quarterfinals.
Leading the procession out onto the field. Saw Ghana here a couple of days ago. Battling performance against the French. They were unlucky not to grab themselves an equaliser. Mali also in the competition, of course, from the African Association. And Uzbekistan, who fared so well yesterday as well. So potential for all 4 African sides to make it through to the next stage. Here come the 2 teams. Nigeria, all in white today, Korea in the red shirts. It's quite a surprise that we don't have Japan here from the Asian qualifying. Uzbekistan. About what's happening there, it's their performance here that really matters. And we're underway. Korea kicking from left to right in the first half. Made a good start to the group. Beat Cuba in their opening game by 2-1 and came behind twice to draw 2-2 with Portugal in their second match. Nigeria settle side. Players on yellow cards, couple in the Korean side who would miss the next game should they be booked. 3 in the Nigerian. Kayode, number 9, the central striker, the main one of those. Schemado with a throw. Trip of the ankles by John Jae-min. Gives Nigeria a free kick in a dangerous position on the edge of the area. It's Ajigan that's over the ball. We will paint the white line in the foam so the Koreans know exactly where they're supposed to be lined up. Once again, everybody back inside the penalty area for the side from Asia. Ajigan waits the Nigerians fairly deep on the edge of the penalty area at the moment. 3 of them in a group on the edge of the D. They think they're all going to split and go in different directions once this ball's played in. Once again, some pushing and shoving. He has to hold that. It's Cho Suk-jae that's just been spoken to. Here comes the free kick now from Ajigan. Free header! And Nigeria take the lead. And it's a simple goal. Kayode opens the scoring. Great delivery from the free kick. And Oremweju Kayode makes it 1-0. First goal of the tournament, the player from Heartland in Nigeria. Look at that, completely free, unmarked. And the Koreans will be bitterly disappointed with their marking. Guided the ball into the bottom corner beyond Lee Chang-kwen. And Nigeria take an early lead. And he saw exactly what it meant.
Well, I think I was getting a little too excited. I actually said quarterfinal. That goal from Olanrewaju Kayode took us through to the second round of 16. We'll have to do more than that to get to the quarterfinal. Maybe I was getting a little too excited, just getting ahead of myself. All right, let's look at yesterday's results. FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Nigeria 1-0 victory over South Korea. Portugal spanked Cuba. It was 5 goals, and the Cubans are out, and so Portugal top Group B. Spain played a goalless draw with France.
Spain played 2-1.
Okay.
They won France 2-1. While Ghana, they beat USA 4-1 yesterday.
Oh, yeah. The Ghanaians, they are now on 3 points.
3 points, yeah.
And of course...
Why the Spaniards, they are the only team in this tournament that have, 100%,
9 points.
9 points. So they've qualified to the round of 16. While France, they are second on the table.
And the United States are in bottom place.
They have just 1 point, and I think they are out already out of this tournament.
A win would have served them well.
Yeah, exactly.
They would have been on 4 points.
Then Ghana will just be out of the tournament.
They would have had a good chance of pulling through.
Yeah, but the Ghanaians, they have 3 points now. They will just have to wait for the other group, to conclude their matches so that they know if they are going to qualify as one of the best losers.
Okay, all right. Let's look at the matches that we played today.